Hello everyone, I have a question for you. How many of you have tried to learn English but felt stuck? How many of you have started learning but then given up because it felt too hard? If you have, don't worry, you are not alone. Learning a new language is like climbing a mountain. It looks difficult from the bottom, but once you take the first few steps, the journey becomes easier. And today, I'm here to guide you on that journey. I have spent years teaching English, and I have seen what works and what doesn't. In this talk, I will share the secrets of learning English effectively with real strategies that you can use right away. Let's begin. Number 1. Why do people struggle to learn English? Let me ask you a question. How many of you have looked at a textbook and thought, this is too hard? Millions of people start learning English every year, but many give up before reaching fluency. But why? Is it because English is too difficult? The real reasons are different. Let's talk about why people struggle and how you can avoid making the same mistakes. One major problem is that people learn English the wrong way. They treat it like a subject to memorize instead of a way to communicate. When you learned your first language, did you start by memorizing rules? No, you learned naturally, by listening and repeating. But when people try to learn English, they often focus on grammar and vocabulary without practicing communication. They freeze when it's time to speak because they're focused on perfect grammar instead of expressing themselves. The truth is, you don't need perfect grammar to speak. You just need confidence and practice. Another reason is fear. Fear of making mistakes. Many learners hesitate to speak because they're afraid of being judged or making errors. But mistakes are part of the learning process. If you never make mistakes, you're not challenging yourself enough. Even native speakers make mistakes all the time, so why be afraid? Embrace mistakes as opportunities to learn. Another struggle is translating everything. Many learners try to translate from their native language into English, which slows them down. The key to fluency is to stop translating and start thinking in English. Try to name things in your mind in English. If you don't know a word, describe it with words you already know. This will help you think directly in English, speeding up your fluency. Inconsistency is also a problem. Many learners start with enthusiasm but stop when life gets busy. Learning a language is like exercising. You need to practice regularly. It doesn't have to be for hours every day. Even 10 minutes a day makes a big difference. Consistency is key to improving your English. Lastly, people often expect quick results. Learning English takes time, just like growing a tree. You can't become fluent overnight. It takes patience and daily effort. The secret is to enjoy the process and trust that fluency will come over time. So, why do people struggle to learn English? Because they focus on rules instead of communication. They're afraid to make mistakes. They translate too much. They're inconsistent and they expect quick results. But now, you know the truth. If you change your approach, learning English will become easier, more enjoyable, and more effective. Make a promise to yourself today. Stop fearing mistakes. Practice every day, even if it's just a little. Enjoy the process and fluency will come. English will no longer feel like a struggle. It will become a natural part of your life. Number 2, the mindset for learning English. Let me ask you something. What do you think is the most important factor in learning English? Is it grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation? While these things are important, there's something even more powerful: your mindset. Learning English is not just about memorizing words or practicing grammar. It's about how you think about learning. Your beliefs, attitude, and motivation play a huge role in your success. If you have the wrong mindset, you'll struggle no matter how much you study. But with the right mindset, nothing can stop you. One big mistake learners make is believing English is too hard. Many people think, I'm not good at languages, and give up before even trying. But the truth is, you are completely capable of learning English. The only thing stopping you is self-doubt. Think about how a baby learns to walk. They don't worry about failure, they just keep trying. You should do the same with English. Believe in yourself and remind yourself, I can do this. Another key mindset shift is accepting that mistakes are part of the process. Many learners are afraid to make mistakes, but mistakes are not something to be ashamed of. They are a sign you're learning and growing. Just like children learning a language, you should keep speaking and experimenting. Each mistake is helping you improve. It's also important to focus on progress, not perfection. Fluency doesn't happen overnight. If you only focus on how far you have to go, you'll feel discouraged. But if you focus on how much you've improved, you'll stay motivated. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Next, think of learning English as a part of your life, not just a school subject. Make English a daily habit. Change the language on your phone, listen to English music, watch movies in English. The more you immerse yourself in the language, the faster you'll learn. Finally, enjoy the process. If learning English feels like a chore, you won't stay motivated. Find ways to make it fun. Play games, watch interesting videos, or read stories. The more fun you have, the easier it will be. In summary, to succeed in learning English, you need the right mindset. Believe in yourself. Embrace mistakes. Focus on progress. Make English a part of your life. And most importantly, enjoy the journey. If you do this, nothing will stop you from becoming fluent. Promise yourself today, I will not doubt myself. I will not fear mistakes. I will trust the process, and I will enjoy learning English. This mindset will make English learning exciting and enjoyable, and step by step, day by day, you will get there. Number 3, the best way to learn English naturally. Have you ever met someone who speaks English fluently without studying it in a classroom? They learned English naturally by listening, observing, and using the language in real situations. If you want to speak English fluently, you should learn the same way. Learning naturally means surrounding yourself with English, listening first and speaking later. Immerse yourself in English by changing your phone's language, listening to English podcasts, and watching videos. The more you hear, the more your brain will absorb it. Instead of memorizing words, focus on learning phrases. For example, can I make an appointment instead of just appointment? This helps you speak naturally. Stop translating from your native language. Try to think in English, even if it's just naming objects around you or expressing simple thoughts. This will make your English more automatic. Don't be afraid to speak, even if you make mistakes. Fluency comes from practicing, not from perfection. Find opportunities to speak, even if it's just repeating sentences you hear. Learn grammar the natural way by seeing it in context. Listen to conversations and pay attention to sentence structures. Over time, grammar will come naturally. Finally, make learning fun. Watch movies, read books, and choose materials that interest you. Enjoying the process makes learning easier and faster. To learn English naturally, listen first, speak often, think in English, and have fun. If you do this, fluency is just a matter of time. Number 4, how to stay motivated. Have you ever started learning English excitedly, only to lose motivation after a while? You're not alone. Losing motivation is a common challenge. The key to success is staying motivated even when learning feels tough. To keep your motivation high, remember your why. Why are you learning English? Whether it's for your career, travel, or love for the language, having a strong personal reason will keep you going. Set clear, achievable goals instead of vague goals like I want to be fluent. Set specific ones like learning 10 new words or having a 5-minute conversation. Small wins give you motivation boosts. Track your progress. Keep a journal, record yourself speaking, and write down new words. Seeing how far you've come will make you proud and motivated. Make learning fun. Play games, watch videos, or read books that interest you. Enjoyable learning keeps you engaged. Surround yourself with English. Change your phone's language, follow English-speaking YouTubers, and join communities. So, keep going, keep learning, keep believing in yourself. Number 5. Breaking the myths about learning English. There are many misconceptions about learning English that make it harder than it really is. These myths hold people back from making progress. Today, let's break them down and show that learning English is easier than you think. Myth number 1, you need talent to learn English. Learning English isn't about talent, it's about consistency. Just like when you learned your first language, regular practice will lead to fluency. Anyone can learn English with effort and the right methods. Myth number 2, you must live in an English-speaking country. You don't need to live in an English-speaking country to become fluent. You can create an English environment by changing your phone language, watching English videos, and listening to podcasts. No need to move abroad. Myth number 3, children learn languages better than adults. While children learn languages passively, adults have advantages like experience, conscious learning, and a larger vocabulary. You're never too old to learn English. Practice consistently, and you can become fluent. Myth number 4, you must master grammar first. Grammar comes naturally over time, just like when children learn their first language. Start by speaking and listening, and grammar will follow. Don't wait until you know it all to speak. Myth number 5, you need to know a lot of words to speak. You don't need to know thousands of words. Just focus on the most common and useful ones. Learn words in context, like phrases or sentences, not in isolation. Myth number 6, if you make mistakes, people will laugh. People don't care about your mistakes as much as you do. In fact, they'll respect you more for trying to speak. Mistakes are part of learning, so don't be afraid to make them. Myth number 7, you'll be fluent in 3 months. Learning English takes time, but with consistent effort, progress will come. The key is persistence, not speed. Even 30 minutes of study a day will help you improve. Now you see that learning English isn't as hard as it seems. You don't need talent or a special environment. Just the right mindset and consistent effort. Let go of these myths and believe that you can do it. Once you do, nothing will stop you from achieving fluency. Number 6, the final secret. Make English a part of your life. Now that we've covered the mindset, strategies, and myths of learning English, let me share with you the final secret to becoming fluent. Make English a part of your life. This is where the magic happens. English will stop feeling like something you study on the side and become a natural, integrated part of your daily routine. Here's how to do it. Surround yourself with English every day. Change the language settings on your phone, computer, and social media to English. Watch English movies, TV shows, or YouTube videos, but actively listen and focus on vocabulary and pronunciation. Listen to English in the background while doing other tasks. Listen to an English podcast or audiobook. This allows you to absorb the language without extra time commitment. Read, and read some more. Make reading a daily habit. Start with things that interest you, books, blogs, or social media posts. Gradually challenge yourself with more difficult material. Train yourself to think in English. Start with simple thoughts and gradually think about more complex ideas in English. This reduces translation and makes speaking faster and more confident. Make English part of your hobbies. Combine English with things you love. Watch cooking tutorials, follow English-speaking sports channels, or play games with English-speaking players. Create a routine. Integrate English into your daily routine. Even just 10 minutes of reading, listening, or journaling in English every day adds up over time. Set real-life goals. Set practical goals that require you to use English, like traveling to an English-speaking country or giving a presentation in English. Why this secret works. Learning English isn't just about studying harder, it's about living the language. When you make English part of your everyday life, it stops being a task and becomes a natural, enjoyable part of who you are. The more you live English, the more fluent you'll become. Learning English is not about talent, it's about habits. If you listen more, speak more, read more, and enjoy the process, you will improve. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember this. Every small step you take brings you closer to fluency. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to keep going. Thank you.